Hello, here is the face editing tutorial. Please excuse me if you don't understand much of the tutorial. Starting of, add a new layer and set it to normal and do what I do. It's also optional to add this step if you're lazy. Use any pen and clear the skin around the eye. Now I'm going to use pen fade. Lower the size of the pen and do this. I use a color like this. Make new layer. Now I'm adding the lashes. Using the dip pen hard. Make lashes the way you want. It's also optional. Now add another layer and set it to multiply. Pick the darkness color you can find in your current eye. Shade it like this. After you're done, make sure to lower the opacity the way you want. Add another multiply layer and use a grayish pink color and shade it inwards or the opposite way of how you shaded the layer earlier. Add another multiply layer and do this. I don't know how to explain this part. Now add another layer and set it to add. Now make the pupil, just like this. Add another layer and make circular shades like this. Make another one and make a primary or secondary color using the color of your eye, if you know what I mean. Now for the face shadow, make a multiply layer and make a light maroon color. Pick the skin and shade it like this and lower the opacity. I'm using pen fade. Select the head and start shading. Now add a layer and set it to add. You can use airbrush or pen fade to add light to your current gacha face. Add another layer and set it to add. Draw an Illuminati under the eye and erase it in a V way. Now make an add layer and use a blue color. Make a circle blob on the upper iris, like this. Now select the face shadow layer you made earlier, and do this use eraser. Now create an add layer and use the same color you used for the blue blob earlier, and make highlights like this. Now for the blush optional, I use a peachy color and use airbrush. Make sure not to put too much, the characters could look drunk, unless they are drunk. Now continue the face, and create the eyebrows and mouth, etc. If you want to add blood, you can do this. Make a multiply layer. Use pen fade. Start shading. If you're done with the first layer, light blood blur it out, and do the same but a darker shade of red. After you're done with the stuff, blur it, censor it if you want.